This is KSN News at 10.
A disturbing discovery this morning in Riverside as a pair of kayakers find the body of a 54-year-old man in the river, and police aren't sure just how long he'd been floating there. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Justin Kramer in tonight for Aileen Simborio. Now, this body was found around 10 this morning in the river near the Villa Del Mar apartments in Riverside. Police are calling his death suspicious. KSN's Matt Horn brings us the latest.
A sunny Saturday morning on the Little Arkansas River turned tragic.
I don't know, it's kind of shocking. It's very sad.
Two kayakers found a man floating unresponsive.
I feel very sad for that person and their family, and hope that they are able to grieve and cope with that well.
Around 10 a.m., Wichita police, fire, and EMS responded to the scene with heavy water rescue to retrieve the body.
They went over and discovered that it was a body of a deceased man that was floating in the river.
The man had identification on him, but all police are releasing is his age, 54.
We'll still treat it as suspicious.
Those we spoke with at a nearby Riverside park say while it's unfortunate, this type of incident can happen anywhere and people should remain alert.
It happens in every city. You know, I moved here from California, so Wichita is very calm compared to larger cities. It's just something that no matter where you go, you always have to be aware of your surroundings.
Police say they are unsure where the body entered the water and say it's possible it may have gone undiscovered for a while. We're in Riverside Park. Matt Horn, KSN News.
Police will likely release more information about their investigation on Monday. Moving on to the east side now, a Wichita man took matters into his own hands during a home invasion. Just after 3 this morning, police say a man broke into a home in the 3000 block of East 1st Street. The homeowner there greeted him with a gun, firing several shots at the intruder, hitting him in the arm.
There's a lot of discretion, but if a homeowner feels that his life is threatened, then he has a right to protect himself.
The suspect was found a few blocks away and taken to the hospital for treatment. Lots of hot weather this Saturday and no sign of it letting up tomorrow. We now go to Mark Bogner in the Pinpoint Weather Lab. Hey, Mark.
Yeah, if anything, it's going to be even hotter tomorrow than it was today. We got up into the upper 90s here in this part of the state. We had some break 110 this afternoon. As we look forward to Sunday, we are looking at 78 degrees when you start out the day, so already going to start out warm. First thing in the morning, Sunday morning, 93 and windy already by noon, and we are headed for 102. That'll be close to records. Our record for Sunday afternoon here in Wichita is 103. That was set back in that hot summer of 1980, so we'll be challenging one of those records tomorrow. I'll have more details on the forecast, whether you want to hear them or not, coming up.
Funeral services were held today for Holly Patel, the organizer of the Wichita Toy Run. Patel was killed in a motorcycle crash Tuesday when she was blown off the road by strong winds. Patel was known in her community for her involvement in the Toy Run. She was also a teacher at Harper Elementary. The funeral was held today in Harper County. Last night we told you a story about a Wichita woman who tried to sell her motorcycle so she could travel to Japan where her husband's been deployed, but the bike was stolen. Well, it turned up last night when it crashed into a car, leaving both its passengers in critical condition. KSN's Erica Coghill has our continuing coverage.
I just would have liked to have had our first family Christmas together, because he wasn't able to come home for her birth.
Danielle Miles put her motorcycle up for sale so she could have money to pay for a trip to Japan where her husband Kenny's been deployed. But a simple plan snowballed into a big mess. It started when a man stopped by her house Thursday with his friend to check out the bike.
Danielle let the guy test drive the bike, just like she did with several other people days before. When he took off on the bike down May Street, his buddy took off in his SUV down Sedgwick, and she waited and waited, and they never came back.
We were focused on the bike itself, so I didn't even catch his name.
So when you're dealing with people, especially if you're selling something to someone you don't know, you want to do your homework and make sure that you protect yourself so that you don't get burned in the end.
But Friday night, her motorcycle turned up when it turned over, and her concern shifted from the bike itself to the biker.
I went to the scene and it was not a pretty sight.
A man and a woman in their 20s crashed into a car, leaving both seriously hurt. Police aren't sure if they were involved in stealing the motorcycle.
It's a scary situation. I feel bad.
And on top of it all, even though her bike's been found, she didn't have any insurance on it.
It's a bad situation. There's so many wrongs I should have done differently.
The bike's too damaged to ride.
Some of it's salvageable. I can sell it for parts.
Still determined to make it to her husband. Erica Coghill, KSN News.
Her husband, Kenny, won't be home from Japan until October of next year, but Danielle's still trying to save up for the more than $2,000 plane ticket before Christmas. Pink Pest Control has set up a Facebook group for donations. It's called Help Kenny and Danielle Miles Get Their Christmas Back. Well, moving on now, it's a drag race of a different sort this afternoon that turned some heads downtown, all part of an effort to celebrate gay pride in Kansas. Now, about a dozen dudes broke out their favorite high heels for a race today, running between two of Wichita's biggest gay bars, Jay's Lounge and Rain. I'm not going to lie, this is my favorite video of the night right here. They're calling it a mini pride weekend for Wichita's gay community.
It's just a fun day for us to just kind of get out and raise a little fun and all that kind of stuff. You know, just to kind of express who we are. We're just happy people.
Organizers hope to make this an annual event. Now, raising money for man's best friend coming up on KSN News at 10. We'll take you to a unique auction that helps out the forgotten four-legged victims of the April tornado. And a man does a revealing act on the green. We'll show you what caused a stir at the Wichita Open. That story and more coming up in sports. Also, it was a hot day out there, and expecting much more of the same for the rest of the weekend. Mark will be in next with a look at your forecast.
You're watching KSN News at 10. News and weather when you want at KSN.com.
What's the best bet in Kansas? With an award-winning golf course, Players Club benefits, 3 restaurants, and luxury hotel. Prairie Band Casino and Resort is the most rewarding entertainment around. Go for it. Come on down and win big. The Price is Right Live is going on now. Try your luck at Plinko, the Big Wheel, and enter for your chance to play live on stage.
Prairie Band Casino and Resort. Go for it.
Hi, welcome to Nissan's Get What You Want event.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, well this one over here's got keyless entry, iKey.
Keyless ignition. Love it. Love the deal.
And the technology.
I know. Bluetooth, Navi, backup camera, everything I want.
It's Nissan's Get What You Want sales event. Save up to $2,500 on Frontier or up to $6,950 on Titan. Event ends July 2nd. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Hurry in to your local Nissan dealer.
Kind of just sell themselves. Man, these Sonic flat mounts are really bringing me and my taste buds closer together.
Oh, that's nice. You guys are close?
Yeah, man. It's like we're not even taste buds. We're taste bros.
Oh, okay.
It's like we all went through some real cool nature experience together, but things didn't get weird.
Is the point of this that I'm not in on it?
You make your own relationships. You seek out your own peer group, man. I found mine.
A barbecue feast in the palm of your hand. Mouth-watering new hickory flat melt sandwiches. This is how you Sonic.
Op Concrete salutes and supports our athletes. Op Concrete can bring home the gold for you with a new pool deck, patio, or driveway. Op Concrete did not build the pool decks at the 2012 Olympics. However, you can have that same quality and professional experience that the athletes received. Let Op Concrete enhance or build your gold medal pool deck. Op Concrete has been in business for 36 years with thousands of satisfied customers. If it's concrete, we do it. Op Concrete.
Attention Wichita! Hundreds of vehicles at Schofield Lexus were recently damaged by hail. This is your opportunity to save significantly on an Acura, Jaguar, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and more. Because every luxury vehicle is on sale. From 05 models to 2012s, everything is on sale. And every vehicle includes a true luxury experience. You might not notice the slight hail damage, but you will notice the savings. Right now at Schofield Lexus.
This KSN Pinpoint Weather Update is brought to you by Boot Hill Casino and Resort. Now, in high definition, your KSN Pinpoint Weather Forecast.
It sure was a hot day across parts of Kansas today. The hottest temperature we had on any of our WeatherBug sites was at Phillipsburg Elementary School, where we hit 112 this afternoon. And you might think, yeah, that's, mounted on a tar roof somewhere or something. But one of the official National Weather Service stations hit a 111 today, so it's probably not that far off. We have cooled off quite a bit to 83, but our dew point has come way up to an extremely high 75 degrees. We've had a lot of moisture in Nebraska today due to some overnight thunderstorms and the fact that the corn is growing there, and some of that moisture is snuck down into the northern part of the state around Phillipsburg. So extremely high and uncomfortable 77% relative humidity. Pressure's on the rise with a north wind at 2 right now, and that 112 this afternoon was after a morning low of 69, which was not bad at all. And here's a look at that 111 that we had. That was in Hill City. Hill City hit 111 today. Hayes hit 106. Goodland hit 106. These are the official highs from the National Weather Service. We're looking at 103 in Dodge and Garden and McCook, 102 in Liberal. So a lot of triple-digit readings and well into the triple digits this afternoon. And then we were in the 90s for the most part across the rest of the state. Kansas City stayed at 89 because they had the rain around the longest this morning before they got it on out of here. We topped out at 97 here in Wichita. And as we look outside right now here in Wichita, it's not looking too bad. There's fireworks going on down southeast of Wichita. Down maybe, I don't know, Derby, Mulvane, having a fireworks show tonight. I don't know anything about it, but been watching that on the camera, and we're at 86 degrees right now. The dew point is 65, so we do have a very high 49% relative humidity. Our wind is out of the south right now at 14 miles per hour, and across the state those temperatures are still warm. Check out Hill City. It's 95 degrees here at this time of night. It's 90 in Hayes, 90 in Liberal, so lots of heat to go around. 88 in Dodge, and again we're at 86 here in Wichita, so it is plenty warm. 89 in Salina. A warm, muggy evening out there all across the state, and the satellite picture showing we don't have much in the way of clouds at all. In fact, we had a few clouds around the southwest earlier due to some blow off from thunderstorms that went up briefly in southeast Colorado, but they quickly got squashed by the hot air, and all we are left with is clear skies across Kansas. So not much going on here, but we're watching things very closely in the Gulf of Mexico. We've got Debbie down here in the Gulf of Mexico. Earliest we have ever had a 4th named storm in the hurricane season. We've never gotten to a D this early in the season, so that is spinning around down there. What we do with these is we feed all the information into computer models using mathematics and physics, and each of those computer models spits out its own idea of where it thinks it's going to go. And when we plot them all on one map, it looks like a big plate of spaghetti. We call that a spaghetti plot. Here's the way it looks, and there is so much uncertainty with this one. Nobody has any idea where this one's really going. A couple of the more reliable models are actually taking it off toward Houston, so this is the most likely path that it looks like Debbie will eventually take, is toward the Houston area. So if you have family or friends down there, or if you're headed that way, especially later this week, you'll want to keep that in mind. And if that happens, maybe some of that moisture will come up toward Kansas. We'll keep our fingers crossed for that. But several of them keeping it around New Orleans, taking it up toward Jackson and Memphis, over toward Nashville and Knoxville, even one taking it toward Atlanta, and then a couple are taking it across Florida and then on out into the Pacific. One of them taking it all the way up into north of Canada, Halifax and St. John's during the same time period. So yeah, a lot of uncertainty. Everything from Canada to Texas on where this thing is going. So really we have no clue. It's stationary right now, and it'll be interesting to see what this one does and see if it'll bring us any relief here in Kansas. So across the state tonight we are looking at lows in the mid-60s to the mid-70s, including 76 here in Wichita. And the lows here across south central Kansas will be warm in the low to mid-70s, 76 in Wichita again with the south wind at 10 to 20. Lots of stars. Triple digits tomorrow. 102 here in Wichita. Our record is 103 set back in 1980, so we're going to be real close to the records. North central part of the state, low to mid-70s tonight, and then tomorrow anywhere from around 102 to 109, so another scorcher. The western part of the state, lots of stars tonight, lows in the mid-60s to low 70s, and then tomorrow we'll see lots of sunshine anywhere from around 105 to about 108, so it's going to be another super hot day. And here's your Wichita Weekly. And not a lot of relief in sight. We're going to stay in the 90s and triple digits all the way through Saturday. North central part of the state may be looking at a little relief on Saturday with a chance of thunderstorms, but lots of triple digits in there, even more triple digits in the southwest part of the state, and maybe a few thunderstorms by Saturday in the northwest part of the state. Staying hot, next chance of thunderstorms Saturday.
One thing I've learned over the last few years is anytime I hear one of you guys mention 1980, it's a lot to be miserable out the next day. So.
No doubt.
All right, thanks a lot. Well, beautiful weather for a little jog over at the Wichita Open today.
Yeah, it's pretty hot out there. You know, all the big sporting events do have them. Crazy people getting involved in the action. And well, the Wichita Open, I guess, has arrived. We got our first streaker, and there he goes, bouncing his way down the fairway. It's party time. We're back with sports after this.
Guest co-host Carrie Ann Another and the sexy Chris Pine.
It all starts Monday.
Monday at 9 on KSN.
If you've been thinking about a new Silverado with the All-Star package, take $10,000 off. Extended cabs or crew cabs, $10,000 off. Right now at Joe Self Chevrolet, East Kellogg at the Turnpike.
Looking for advanced entertainment? You'll find it at the Cox Solutions Store. In here, discover TV on demand, online, and anywhere in your home with Cox Advanced TV. And now more people are saving big during Cox's 10-day free fest. Add any new Cox service and get your first month free. And don't forget to ask about our free premium channels. Plus, free DVR service and installation. Visit us during our 10-day free fest to get your first month free.
What if there was a place just for kids? A magical place. A garden.
Children's lives are shaped by experience.
Where you could touch a rainbow with blue skies and butterflies and trees as big as a house.
Imagine the chance to experience nature.
And what if it was real?
The Downing Children's Garden at Botanica, where imaginations grow.
This Independence Day, get a total value of $7,500 when you trade up to Sierra with Extended Cab SLE Value Package. With an available 5.3-liter V8 engine with active fuel management, no competitor has better V8 fuel efficiency. Not Ram, not Ford. Celebrate Independence Day with $500 cash back for a total value of $6,500 on Sierra with Extended Cab SLE Value Package. Or trade up to get a total value of $7,500.
See your Central Kansas GMC dealers.
They may have chemistry.
You enjoying their lunch?
Yeah. No, you're really not one for online dates, and he's got way less hair than his picture did. But this sweet apple barbecue grill burger for just $2.99 tastes so spicy and sweet. Now if you only shared some of his interests, like tax, accounting, and homemade soaps.
The new sweet apple barbecue grill burger, just $2.99, only at DQ. And finish off with one of these delicious royal shakes.
If you've been thinking about a new Silverado with the All-Star package, take $10,000 off. Extended cabs or crew cabs, $10,000 off. Come and see us in our brand new showroom, Joe Self Chevrolet.
Hello, everybody. Cheeseburgers, birdies, and a naked man. The 17th hole at Crestview had it all today. Free cheeseburgers every time a golfer made birdie. And also this. Yes, as far as we know, the first documented streaker in Wichita Open history. And there he goes, off and running down the 17th fairway. Apparently, he's holding a handkerchief over his face. Not a telephone, as I first thought. Golfer Jason Gore said afterwards, this tournament is now legit. All right, enough of that stuff. On to the golf. Two-time U.S. Open champion Lee Janzen hoping to stay in the mix, but the wind might have caught him a little bit today. His tee shot at 9 and then out of the rough. Janzen finishes third round of a 1 over par 72. He's now 6 under for the tournament. The leader starting the day and still the leader, John Herman, the former Cincinnati Bearcat. He shot a 68 today. He's now 15 under for the tournament, and right now that's good for a 2-shot advantage. Behind Herman on a very crowded leaderboard, Casey Wittenberg. He's 13 under par. Justin Hicks, Jason Gore making moves, both at 12 under. Bryce Garnett now at 11 under. 3 players are minus 10. Now for much more on today's third round from Crestview, here's KSN's Mary Rachel Redmond.
Aside from it being really hot and really windy out here at Crestview today, moving day for the field at the Wichita Open. Jim Herman came in as the leader at the beginning of the day, but Justin Hicks making moves early on.
Well, you know, we started off, the front side's, you know, certainly the tougher of the 9s, and we were hitting a lot of good golf shots, but for whatever reason, you know, it was like we're hitting great shots, but they were just a little long or a little short, and like Caddy kept saying, stay patient out there.
The most notable difference in day 3 of play out at Crestview, the wind.
It was challenging. You had to have control of your golf ball and do the best you could.
That's when you get this blustery wind, and you know, and it's howling pretty good, and at times it's changing direction, and then it'll kind of, you know, change 5-10 miles an hour. So you know, you're playing it to to kind of hurt a ball maybe 10, 15 yards in the air with an iron shot, and it might only do it 3 or 4. So, you know, it's a little frustrating at times.
And the 17th green at the Wichita Open, normally known for its caddy races and free cheeseburgers, got a little surprise today. Yep, you guessed it, a streaker.
I mean, you know your tournament's legit if you got a streaker, so I think that's funny. But that's awesome. I mean, I know it's not something we should really recommend, but somebody made some money off it, I'm sure. I'm glad I didn't see it.
And while Jim Herman may be the favorite to win it all heading into tomorrow, remember 3 of the last 8 champions at the Wichita Open have come from 6 strokes back heading into the final round. Reporting from Hole 18 here at Crestview, Mary Rachel Redmond, KSN Sports.
All right, good stuff there. K-State high jumper Eric Kennard, he's a leap closer to making the U.S. Olympic team. Kennard having no problems tonight advancing to the finals of the U.S. Track and Field Olympic Trials. The 2-time NCAA champion. He cleared all 3 bars cleanly with no misses. He's one of 12 jumpers to advance to Monday night's finals in Eugene, Oregon. Baseball today, an afternoon game under the sun at Kauffman Stadium. The Royals down 1-0 in the 5th inning, but the Cardinals scored 3 times, including here when Matt Holliday's hard shot. The third handcuffs Mike Moustakas. Holliday 4 for 5, 2 runs batted in. Former Royal Carlos Beltran, he had 4 RBIs last night, another one today. That single makes it a 4-0 game. And then in the 7th inning, Cardinals up 5-2. Alan Craig pretty much puts it away as he smacks this 2-run shot. The second straight game, Cardinals win big, 8-2 over the Royals. St. Louis is going to go for the sweep tomorrow.
Everybody's working their tail off offensively, trying to, you know, get some consistency in our game and score some runs. I mean, we're at the bottom of the league in runs scored.
It's a big game tomorrow. You don't want to get swept at home, you know, especially the Cardinals. So we got a tough task.
Win the night. In the last report, they were leading 5-2. Former KU basketball star Thomas Robinson, that'd be kind of cool, working out for Michael Jordan and the Charlotte Bobcats yesterday. NBA drafts this coming Thursday. Charlotte with the 2nd pick. T-Rob, he likes his chances.
That age means nothing. You know, of course I don't know everything, but you know, I still know when I know right from wrong. So, you know, if I see wrong happening, then I'm going to say something about it. You know, no matter how old I am. I think I fit in perfect. You know, like I said. The up-tempo game fits me perfect, you know, and I also could play in the half court, you know, coming from Kansas and me being as athletic that I am, you know, I could be able to run with Kimber and get out.
Hey, and one of Thomas Robinson's biggest fan, KU fan, Garden City's Victor Ortiz, boxing tonight in Los Angeles. Victor Ortiz defeated in a TKO by Jose Zito Lopez. Apparently, Ortiz had his jaw broken in the 9th round, couldn't come back to the 10th, and Victor Ortiz defeated tonight.
Free cheeseburgers on the 17th for birdies, huh?
Yes. You go out there tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like a good time.
Just keep your clothes on, pal.
Yeah, that won't be an issue. We'll be right back.
Hey, good girl, with your head in the clouds. I bet you I can tell you what you're thinking about. You'll see a good boy, gonna give you the world, but he's gonna leave you crying with your heart in the dirt.
Couples that spin together, win together. Don't miss Sandals Resort's Romance Week on Wheel.
Monday at 6:30 on KSN.
Can't beat the Silverado.
Sounds great. I'll take it.
Sure, you don't want to go for a test drive?
No.
Please?
Let's take it for a test drive.
Yes! Shotgun!
I'll get the keys.
See your hometown Chevy dealer. Celebrate Independence Day with $500 cash on the 2012 Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition. Plus, trade in an eligible vehicle and combine trade-in allowance with other discounts for a total value of $6,000.
You don't have to go back in time to find the art of handcrafted furniture. It's right here at the Oak Merchant 40-Wing Sleep Center. Discover one of the finest selections of solid oak home furnishings in Kansas, made from 100% oak and not made in China. Each piece is made in America, handcrafted from solid wood the way furniture should be built. The Oak Merchant has furniture for every room in your home, in styles from traditional to contemporary. Just 1 block south of Kellogg on Oliver. The Oak Merchant 40-Wing Sleep Center at 600 South Oliver in Wichita, America.
Lusco Brick and Stone has been building a reputation of unmatched quality and service since 1907. At Lusco, our foundation has always been brick and stone, but we offer many other masonry products for our architectural and residential customers. See glass block and our pre-assembled glass block windows. Thin brick and thin stone by Endicott, Robinson, U.S. Stone, and Slimrock, to name a few, will help you create magnificent interiors and exteriors without costly footings. For over 100 years, the Lusco Brick and Stone Company. Advanced Engineering. Advanced Engineering. Advanced Engineering. Advanced Engineering. No other replacement windows anywhere are engineered like Renewal by Andersen. In fact, not even close. An Andersen company since 1903. Plus, right now, up to $2,500 off or 72 months free interest. Call us now for a free no-obligation estimate and evaluation. The Schofield Buick GMC Superstore is having one hail of a sale. The recent hailstorm hit the Schofield Buick GMC Superstore hard and damaged over 200 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. 200 vehicles must go. You still get all of the rebates or 0% financing for 60 months, plus huge Schofield discounts and additional hail damage discounts. One hail of a sale. Shop now for the best selection. When they're gone, they're gone. Only at the Schofield Buick GMC Superstore, East Kellogg, across from Town East Square.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Slape and Howard. Star Law. One call, that's all.
And finally tonight, raising money for man's best friend. The Sedgwick County Animal Response Team kicked off its 4th annual Mission Pausable fundraiser tonight. Yeah, get it there? After the recent Oak Lawn tornado, the organization housed close to 24 animals and helps with all animals who don't have owners. Organizers urge that pet owners are prepared in event of emergency.
We always say, be prepared before a disaster. Never leave home without your animals. Take them with you and know where you're going to go. Have identification on your animals so that if they were displaced during a disaster, that they could be relocated and reunited with you, because they are our families too.
All proceeds go directly to the Sedgwick County Animal Response Team. Well, a little something for everybody tonight. That's all the time we have. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.